Hi, everyone. Today we are joined by Jesse Pedersen, the Chief Technology Officer at Luxury Presence, to explore how AI is transforming prop tech development and the tools that agents are actively using. Jesse, could you start us off by providing a brief overview of the AI tools that we currently offer or the ways we are using AI at Luxury Presence?
Yeah, the use of AI tools at Luxury Presence is proliferating at a rather incredible rate. You'll see it in the app itself. There are places, for instance, as you go through our in-app onboarding flow, we help you write things like your initial biography that you want to share on your website. Behind the scenes, we are using it to help generate content for you, whether that's written content, imagery. We make a lot of use of AI to help make that process a lot faster for you and generate incredible quality at speeds that were never possible 2 or 3 years ago. And then probably our best example of this right now in the wild is in Copilot, right? This ability to take a note on any client you just got off the phone with, just speak into your phone and let it take that, transcribe it, but also structure that note. We're not just taking the voice call or the voice transcript that you may have just given us. We're actually taking the time to morph that into something that's very easily digestible for you in the future. We're only scratching the surface, by the way, on what we can do with Copilot. We're also looking at how can you go from a voice note directly into a saved search. Why do you as an agent have to actually click a bunch of buttons and set a bunch of filters? Can we actually do this all with voice? Just tell us broad strokes what you want out of a saved search. Let AI do the rest.
Love it. I'm just curious, do you have a personal favorite use case for AI right now at Luxury Presence?
My favorite tool that we're building and continue to iterate on in terms of AI at Luxury Presence is definitely within Copilot. We really believe that the future is a hands-free world that you can just talk directly into your phone and say, "Just got off a great call with Mary. She's looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath apartment downtown." And just from that even little snippet, we could create a contact record for you. We can save that note. We can set up a saved search. And even if it's not perfect, it gets you 90% of the way there. Now you're just tweaking a few things and you're ready to go. And you can do it right then and there, right? So often agents have to wait till they go home and they get in front of their computer and log into their MLS. And then you forgot that you even spoke to Mary that day. What's beautiful about AI is it can be so real time. Immediately after getting off a phone call with someone, you can take this action. Mary's getting her listing alerts 3 minutes later, and you're on to your next appointment.
Love it. So you've touched on this briefly, but there are vast amounts of data available in real estate sales. In what ways can AI help agents sort of make sense of this data to hopefully improve their decision making processes?
Yeah, I think it's really about honing in on the data that actually matters to you. There are infinite data sources that you can go and tap in today. And frankly, it's not as if like the data is necessarily better in one location or worse in one location. It's not as mad. It's the issue is not necessarily quality; it's quantity. There's too many different insights for you to look at. There's too many different statistics for you to look at. So one of the things AI can do is help narrow that field down for you. It can go through and look at all these things while you're sleeping and come to you and say, you know what? I've looked at 1,700 sources. These are the three you should care about the most today. We're not at a point where I'd say let AI make the decision for you, but AI can help narrow it down for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see tons of value there for agents who should be adopting this into their businesses right now. But there clearly are some barriers to that adoption amongst agents. How can we support agents in embracing these technologies?
The biggest thing I keep telling people is you can't be afraid to try them. This is a very early, nascent industry. Right? This isn't something like Microsoft Word, which has been iterated on literally for decades, and there's very few rough edges anymore. You have to be willing and able to try a lot of different options and solutions and figure out which one actually works for your use case. The biggest thing here is just the willingness to try tools. I do this on a weekly basis. I set aside time on my calendar, and all I'm going to do for that hour is I'm going to play with the newest AI tools out there and figure out which are the right ones for me, what trends are they going in, etc.
I love it. So, how do you see the role of agent feedback in shaping the development of AI tools in prop tech? Do we have any mechanisms in place to ensure agents' voices are being heard right now?
I think it's very vendor specific. I can tell you from our own standpoint, we have an email alias, literally copilot at luxurypresence.com. I get 15 emails a day from clients giving us active feedback on what's working, what's not working for them. So I would say it's very much dependent on the vendor and how willing they are and how receptive they are to feedback. We know we're nothing without our customers. We were born with this idea that like we put customers first and foremost all the time, and so we keep very open lines of communication. And that's should be part of your also selection criteria when you're looking at vendors in the AI space. Which of them are actually willing to pick up the phone and get on a call with you or a Zoom call with you and talk through some of your concerns or excitements, and which are just going to hide behind a support form and you write something and you don't hear back from them for a week, if ever.
Sounds great. Let's finish off by looking into the future a little bit. What innovations do you anticipate in AI and prop tech that could significantly benefit agents 5, maybe 10 years from now?
Yeah, 5 to 10 years. I think you have to look at every part of your day right now where you're doing repetitive tasks that are frankly not interesting and not intellectually challenging. You have to assume those are off the table. That some sort of AI tool or system has taken those off your plate, which is fantastic. So I do think it opens up free time for you. I also do believe that the consumer experience, like your client experience and how they interact with the real estate space is going to evolve. We're going to continue to see, especially in the 10-year horizon, we're going to continue to see advancements in the AR and VR space. You're going to see more credible ways of touring homes from your living room. And so agents are going to have to adapt, right? Maybe you're not always driving around in a car and walking them through a house. Maybe you're on your own couch in your own VR headset, as an example, touring the house with them in virtual reality. And one thing that popped to mind immediately there is now all of a sudden, like, look, in a day, you might be limited. I can only do 5, maybe 7 tours with a client in a day just because of travel time. In a VR world, you could do 30 tours. You could do 100 tours in a day in some case. And so we're back also again at that quality versus quantity discussion we were having earlier, right? And now there's another role for AI to play, which is helping consumers as the total number of houses that they could view in a day increases. How do you help them narrow that down so they don't want to go and look at 100 in one day, right? We're going to need AI. AI creates opportunity. It also creates some problems. We're going to need to help it to narrow our focus a little bit more.
Totally. Yeah, that's all really, really exciting stuff. Well, Jesse, thank you so much for your time. Any parting words regarding AI for us?
Uh, we're I just hope that everyone is excited and open to embracing this new technology. The worst thing you can do is assume that it's not going to pan out, that it's not going to work. Like, look, there are fads and phases in tech that come and go. We've all seen some of them. They've been complete busts. This one's not going anywhere. This one is here to stay. AI is going to permeate our lives for the rest of our lives and our children's lives. Embrace it. Don't shy away from it.
Perfect way to end. Thank you so much again, Jesse. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.